Right, it's time now for Joining Us Interactive, and you know how you can join us. You can join us on Twitter and on Facebook, but let's get straight to Facebook and let's look at some of the comments you've been posting on ahead of the presentation of the 2019 budget. So it's going to be happening on Thursday, and we'll be bringing you live coverage. But as we count down to the 2019 budget, we're asking you the question, what are your expectations? So we post that question to we pose that question on Facebook, and these are some of the comments we're getting. James Abusanga says, apart from the big economic terms and grammar, I'll be expecting a budgetary allocation for increase in salaries of public sector workers and decrease in interest rates. So Obama Pokwasi says 2019 budget is one that will cure the massive infrastructure deficit the incompetent Mahama administration bequeathed the MPP. A robust policy directive will also be rolled out to address unemployment to ameliorate the plight of the ordinary citizen. Now you're making reference to the big grammar that we had one earlier, one person complaining about. Now Khalil Maestro says nothing better, cry. They're going to continue to be thieves. Oh, really? Amankwa Percy says, I'm expecting this budget to present items, issues that will help retire Mahama from politics. Okay, Michael Kuonu says, Michael Kuonu is taking advantage to advertise his stuff on our page. Ganiyu says, this useless government and leaders. Kwame Ed says, well, the government can pay student loan or relief for students. Baya Jeremiah says, I'm expecting the budget to deal with the unemployment situation in the country. That is jobs, and jobs creation should be on top. Massive infrastructure, especially the road and education sectors, and industrialization of the economy. Majesty answer says nothing new. All you will hear is we will not have only fools who think the crooks care about us. Oheneba says I want my lecturers back to school, so maybe something to cater for the research allowance. Makante Matthew says I don't foresee any pragmatic measures in the budget to stabilize the economy except the usual propaganda. Politicians speak a different language when they want power, but when it's giving them, then they go the opposite. And as Gadi says, end to austerity in public service. For once, we should give meaning to Section 9A of the Labour Act 2003. Measures to ensure price of goods and services drop significantly to increase the purchasing power of workers. If they can't do that, then salaries should be increased to cushion workers. Ex gratia policy should be withdrawn and issues of inequality dealt with. Above all, we should not be lied to, like what happened with the flat NHI and Get Fund levy. And then we have Ebenezer Kwanzaa. He says, not expecting anything new, just the old story after all. Graduates and are unemployed, and I see our leaders as a bunch of jokers, still hoping for the best. Osikeni says, I'm hoping for nothing but the best from the minister, not lies and empty promises like what Mr. King promised. Mr. King promised. That's okay. So as Osman Idris says, I'm expecting the... Nah. Edmond says, I'm expecting a broadened tax net. Mohammed Mahama says, second to comment. Councillor Grant says, better days ahead. Kwame Fori says, expecting more banks to collapse. And Lionel Nelson says, more jobs to collapse. Staff says he just wants common sense. And Walanya Kwetia says, more money in people's pockets. Truly speaking, the system is hard and unbearable these times. The government must hasten to turn the living standards of the ordinary Ghanaian. The national teeth is too hard to bear. So those are some of your comments posted on Facebook. Now let's get on to Twitter and check out what's trending. I know there's Ghana, and then the black maidens are also trending. Now we're going to bring you a short clip on the black maidens, and then we'll get on to the Twitter trends itself and get to see what's on there and some of the comments and what people are saying about the black maidens because of the tournament that's coming up this weekend, and it's a major tournament, and everybody else has been urged to get to the stadium to get to support the queens, our queens who are playing in the tournament. All right, so let's get on to the Twitter trends right now. So as we have it, we have Uruguay. After we have Ghana, and then we have the Black Maidens trending. All right, so let's get on to the Black Maidens trend. So let's get on to the Black Maidens trend and why they are trending. Obviously, they won a tournament, though they actually won a match, a game in the ongoing tournament. So let's get to read some of the tweets that have been posted. Obama, he's tweeted, it says, excellent display by the Black Maidens last night. That's made us all proud. But like the Black Starlets and other junior teams, how do we lose the momentum when it gets to senior level? Will these ladies be able to win a game with such compelling show when they are Black Queens? All right. We move on to Zaman. Says, Ghana, dear, shaking my head. Our Black Maidens won yesterday, and instead of us to focus on the victory and give them some praise, some of you are trolling them with their looks. It ain't cool. The number 4, what you do. And we get on to right, let's get to Harris. Justin says, as United and Chelsea are suffering from a potent strike, I guess they should go for the Black Maidens captain Mukarama Abdullahi. She will be a better option than Morata, Giroud, and King Luka. The girl is too much. Like, seriously. Kinsley Lomote says, this is Mukarama Abdullahi, the captain of the Black Maidens, and she's better than Morata. Seriously? You guys, you have to watch your tongue. Tereko says, Black Maidens trashed an opponent 5-0. My brain, don't tweet it, don't tweet it, don't tweet it. Me, the opponent was Uruguay. Okay. And Julia Baywa says, the commentator from last night's kept calling the team Black Maidens, Black Stars. Veronica Kome says, excited about the growing support for the women's game on here. It's been growing steadily the last few weeks. Last night, the Black Maidens were on fire. We have another go on Friday before we go fill up the Accra Stadium for the Black Queens on Saturday. And we have Qatar says, Black Maidens, Ghanaians are proud of you guys. Keep it up. And, well, ICGC Worldwide is also congratulating the Black Maidens for winning their first match. It says, we wish you more success at the Under-17 World Cup tournament. But seriously, that 5-0 was lit. Okay.